Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Kyle's life has become hella complicated on Young and Restless. If he's not battling an ex named Summer or Audra, he's fighting his parents' attempts to reconcile after firing him from Jabot. Of course, his problems are largely of his own making. But nonetheless, the only moments of peace he seems to be able to cobble together are when he spends time with Harrison and Claire, which gives us a clue as to what's coming. Young and Restless spoilers tell us Kyle makes a confession to Claire this week, but what's not clear is what exactly he's going to come clean about. It's definitely one of two things. The first possibility is that Kyle will sit Claire down and tell her about the conversation he had with Victor at the athletic club. Kyle's boss made it clear that he wants his granddaughter working alongside Nikki, and all but asked him to fire her from her position as Harrison's nanny to make it happen. Of course, the mustache massaged the message, so it sounded like he merely wanted Kyle to find a replacement so as to let Claire off the hook. But we all knew what Victor wanted, and what he wants he gets. So Kyle may be giving Claire a heads up about Grandpa's meddling. Then again, that might be a very foolish move if he wants to stay on Victor's good side whilst working for him at Glissade. Indeed, going behind Victor's back could lead to a whole new chapter of the family feud between the Abbotts and Newmans. The second potential confession would be if Kyle decides to tell Claire he's developing feelings for her. Perhaps he realized this during their dinner together, or after Victor asked him to let her go. If Kyle examined his reasons for wanting her to stay on, he may have come to the conclusion that Harrison wasn't the only one who loves having her around. We're certain this would fluster Claire, who is apparently as experienced in the romance department as she is with drinking wine. We're equally sure she'd be eager to see where things could go between them. After all, Claire's lived a sheltered life under Jordan's thumb, and is ready to indulge in some of the experiences she missed out on. She also confided in Victoria that she thinks about Kyle a lot and believes she may have romantic feelings for him. Conveniently, the foundation has already been laid for a Kyle/Claire/Summer love triangle, which is almost certainly where this winding road is ultimately wending. Summer and Claire have settled their differences, as have she and Kyle. So what better time to ignite a family feud between the gals with the Abbott stuck squarely in the middle? What do you think Kyle will confess to Claire? Would you like to see them paired up romantically? Do you think Summer still has unresolved feelings for her ex? Let us know in the comments. In the bustling city of New York, where the hum of life never quite fades into silence, Kyle and Claire's story unfolds against a backdrop of dreams and everyday challenges. Kyle, a software developer with an affinity for vintage vinyl records, and Claire, a freelance writer who finds solace in the rhythm of her morning coffee, seem like unlikely friends at first glance. Yet their paths cross in a way that neither could have anticipated, setting the stage for a tale that explores the nuances of connection, destiny, and what it means to truly be seen by someone. Their first meeting happens on a crisp autumn morning at a cozy bookstore cafe. Claire is there for her usual writing session, nestled in a corner with her laptop and a steaming cup of chai tea. Kyle, on the other hand, is just passing through, hoping to find a rare record in the store's adjoining vinyl section. Their encounter is almost serendipitous. Kyle, distractedly browsing the shelves, accidentally bumps into Claire's table, causing her coffee to wobble precariously. "Sorry about that," Kyle says, fumbling to right the cup. "I didn't mean to intrude." Claire looks up, her curiosity piqued. "No problem at all. I'm Claire." "I'm Kyle," he replies, his gaze drifting to the stack of books beside her. "Are you a writer?" Claire laughs softly. "Guilty as charged. I'm working on a piece about the impact of technology on human connection." "Irony, huh?" Kyle grins. "I suppose you could say I'm on the other end of that spectrum. I work in tech, developing apps." Their conversation meanders effortlessly from technology to literature, and by the time Kyle leaves, both are surprised to find that they've spent hours in conversation. It's not a grand romance at first sight, but rather a gradual realization that they each bring something into the other's life that's deeply enriching. As weeks turn into months, Kyle and Claire's friendship deepens. They become fixtures in each other's lives. Kyle shows Claire the joys of vinyl records, taking her to tiny record stores and introducing her to hidden gems. Claire shares her favorite local coffee spots and her quirky writing rituals. Their bond is marked by laughter, mutual respect, and a growing sense of understanding. Yet, despite their burgeoning connection, the question of whether they are more than friends looms in the background. Claire is cautious. She's been burned before and fears that jumping into a relationship might jeopardize the beautiful friendship they have cultivated. Kyle, too, is hesitant, unsure of how to broach the subject without risking what they already have. One evening, they attend the small art gallery together. The event is intimate, the space filled with paintings that evoke a sense of vulnerability. As they wander through the gallery, Kyle finds himself drawn to a particular piece, a painting of two figures reaching out to each other, yet remaining just out of touch. He feels a pang of recognition. "Claire," Kyle says, stopping in front of the painting. "This one. It feels like us." Claire studies the painting, her brow furrowed in thought. "It does, doesn't it?" There's a moment of silence, heavy with unspoken words. Claire turns to Kyle, her eyes searching his face for something she can't quite name. Kyle meets her gaze, his heart racing. They stand there for a few moments, the world around them fading as they become acutely aware of each other. "It's funny," Kyle finally says, "how sometimes you can be so close to someone and still feel like there's a distance." Their conversation becomes a delicate dance around their feelings, each hesitant to take the leap. It's not until they find themselves sitting on a quiet park bench, one crisp winter evening, that the walls they've built around their emotions start to crumble. As they sit side by side, wrapped in their coats and scarves, Claire finally breaks the silence. "Kyle, I've been thinking a lot about us lately." Claire takes a deep breath, her fingers tracing patterns in the snow on the bench. "I care about you a lot, more than I've cared about anyone in a long time. But I'm scared. I don't want to lose what we have." Kyle takes her hand gently, his touch warm against the chill of the evening. "I'm scared too, but I can't deny that what we have is special. I don't want to lose it either." The night air feels charged with possibility. Claire looks at Kyle, her eyes filled with a mixture of hope and vulnerability. "What if we take it slow? See where this goes without rushing?" Their relationship evolves naturally from that point onward. They navigate the complexities of blending their lives, discovering new aspects of each other, and building a partnership that feels both exhilarating and grounded. It's not always easy. They have their share of disagreements and challenges, but they face them with the same openness and honesty that characterize their friendship. As time passes, Kyle and Claire's connection deepens. They find themselves falling in love in a way that feels both profound and right. It's not a whirlwind romance, but rather a steady, enduring bond built on a foundation of friendship and mutual respect. One evening, as they sit together in their shared apartment, the soft glow of the city lights filtering through the windows, Claire looks at Kyle with a contented smile. "You know, I never imagined this when we first met." Kyle chuckles, his hand intertwined with hers. "Neither did I. But I wouldn't trade it for anything." In that moment, they both understand that their journey wasn't about a dramatic transformation, but about finding something real and enduring. They've discovered that love isn't always about grand gestures or sudden revelations, but often about the quiet, persistent connection that grows over time. So do Kyle and Claire get together? Yes, they do. Their story is one of gradual, authentic connection, marked by the beauty of discovering love in the context of a deep and meaningful friendship. Their journey is a testament to the idea that sometimes the most enduring relationships are those that begin with a simple, sincere bond and evolve into something truly special.